And to our participants, I want to say very big proud to this stage and
was marked by multiple ethnic groups, systems, and religious beliefs that guided their state formation, political, and judicial administration. And as stated in the AC, these entities operated on two forms of political systems, which were centralized and decentralized, with some being monarchical in nature. So some of the centralized states included the Kanem Borno Empire, the Old Oyo Empire, and the House of Fulani states that were later incorporated into the larger Sokoto Caliphate as a result of the Ottoman Darfur Jihad of 1804, among other entities. Then we have the decentralized societies, which included the Igbo society, through clanship and village groups, like we had the age groups, the village elder councils, and among others. This society also had their distinct religion. They had their distinct gods that they believed, and it helped them, particularly in their judicial administration. But towards the end of the 19th century, one area at that time where Islam, due to the long trans-Saharan trade and the Ottoman Darfur Jihad of 1804, and this gained prominence majorly in what is now known as northern Nigeria, and the abolitionist missionaries that flocked the West Africa for the abolition of slave trade. They had their major Christianities widespread in the south. So before proceeding, it is important to note that the area known as Nigeria was not geographically limited to its present-day territory colonialism. The amalgamation of this diverse multicultural and religious society in the colonial era, in first in 1906 and later in 1914, to suit the colonial policy, was the beginning of the problem of government irregularity to suit their political aspiration. Also was the declaration of state of emergency on the Western region by the federal government, which was led by the Northern People Congress Party. So by 1962, and we can see that this was strategically on the eve of the three-day interregnum in which Aguirre Rossi was founded, perpetrated by a group of northern soldiers, which were led by T.Y. Danjuma and Joseph Garba. So the appointment of this head of state was not at the approval of other region, and this was what Major Chukwuma Ojukwu rejected as an imposition, and also on the rankings of Gowon to himself, that resulted in the clashing of the East with the North in the Nigerian Civil War, whose effects continue to simmer today. Then the Northern People's Congress was definitely a party for the North. The Action Group was for the West, and the later renamed National Convention for Nigerian Citizens was for the East. Same for the Second Republic. We have the National Party of Nigeria, and it was equally for the North. We had the United Party of Nigeria, which was also for the West, or the West, yeah. Then we had the People Democratic Party that was for the East, that is the Igbo people. Then we had the Great Nigerian People's Party, which was for the Northeastern region, and we had the Nigeria People Party for Middle Belt region. So this party pursued narrow agenda and failed to exhibit a true national outlook. And when we come down to the fourth, we figure out that the parties that also existed were inclined or associated with